Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he works free. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there in that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Now it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 3 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Winston now. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here's Rodgers on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return is Callaway. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
That's complete to Troutman right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So it's halftime here in New Orleans where the Saints out in front. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Being chased out left. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense, already trailing.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game, because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 60 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Shifts by him, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 76 yards on the ground for him so far. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give. This is Kamara. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your